Father, Lord, we thank you, Father, for the opportunity to be here this morning, Lord. Thank you, Father, for the freedom that we have to have a place to come and worship you in spirit and truth. Yes. We pray, Father, that everything said and done this morning, Lord, lift up your name and bring you glory and honor. Be with the teachers this morning as they bring your lessons, Lord. We pray, Father, to help us, Lord, to learn your word, to apply it to the hearts and our lives, use it for the honor and your glory. We pray, Father, to be with the pastor this morning and this evening, Lord, to bring the messages, Lord. We pray, Father, that you talk to our hearts and draw us close to you. Yes. We pray, Father, for those who are sick and sick, you lift them up this morning, Lord. We pray, Father, to forgive us for the failure, have your will your way in all the prayer requests. We pray, Father, you avenge the adversary. Thank you, Father, for the rain that we had, Lord. Amen. We pray, Father, that you forgive us for the failure, help us to do those things that please in your sight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's turn to the book of Romans. The book of Romans, chapter 1. Book of Romans, chapter 1, starting in verse 16. It says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because they which may be known of God is manifest in them. For God hath showed it unto them. For even the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things which are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lusts of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshipped and served the Creator, the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them up to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affections, implacable, unmerciful, who, knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Now, there's a lot of people who have have this thought that, you know, their idea of God is this, or their concept of God is this. They don't actually worship God. They actually worship an idea of God. And there's a lot of religions, including Baptists, who you know, just kind of sit in the pew and just, you know, kind of worship the idea of, you know, who they think that God is, rather than who God is. You know, we worship God, the truth, you know, the one who gave his son, the truth, the life, the light of the world. There is no idea of God. God gave the idea, and, you know, it's like he gave sustenance to, he gave the substance. He's given us everything. And it says in verse 21, because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lusts of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. There's a lot of religions, including, you know, the Catholics, Mohammedanism, the Mormons, who worship images, you know, pictures of saints, and they got things all messed up in their minds as to, you know, and they've kind of learned it through trial and error, instead of looking toward the Scriptures, instead of praying to God, not the idea of God, but to God. Let's all stand. Brother TJ, would you dismiss us?
Lord, we thank you for your love and mercy and for your word. We just pray, God, that we truly would worship the one and true God, the only God, Lord Jesus Christ. We pray now, Father, that you bless the many that are sick and afflicted, and those that have asked us to pray for them. Lord, lift them up out of their bed of affliction according to your will. God, help us to always be a witness and to give an answer to those that ask with the hope and faith that we have. Grant us your grace and mercy, dear God, and may you bless all the teachers of the Sunday school hour.